Hey everyone, Baron here. So before the video starts, I just wanted to let you all know that I now have an Instagram account for the channel. This one right here. I'll be posting video updates and asking what you guys want to see over there, so make sure to go give it a follow. I've also made a Discord server, which I'll link down below, and you can use that to talk to me outside the comment section of the videos, so go check that out if you want. And without further ado, let's get into this video. Hello everyone. So I'm sure most of you have heard of this immaculate film that we're going to be discussing today. And for those who haven't, let me explain. The Cat in the Hat is a book made by the legend Dr. Seuss, who's famous for making classics such as Horton Hears a Who, The Lorax, and Green Eggs and Ham. But by far his most amazing creation, the Mona Lisa of children's books, The Cat in the Hat. Now I know this may be an unpopular opinion, but I 100% prefer the movie to the book. Now maybe because it starred Mike Myers, the man behind the infamous god, Shrek. The whole premise of the movie is based around two kids, Conrad and Sally, with Conrad being the mischievous rascal that the boomers associate with every teenager these days. And Sally being the goody two-shoes that always does everything right, but is also extremely bossy.
Well, what about Denise then?
She talked back to me, so I ordered her not to speak to me anymore.
And you don't like Bossy?
I won't tolerate it.
The movie is set in the fictional town of Annville, where Mother Joan works for the neat freak Hank Humberflube.
Attention everyone! It's 9:02! Staff meeting!
Which is basically just Howie Mandel in movie form. Just 3 minutes into the movie, he gives us the first of many classic moments in this masterpiece.
First, I'd like to welcome aboard our newest member of the Humberflube family, Jim McFlinigan!
Mr. Humberflube, I wanted to thank you.
Fired.
I beg your pardon?
Fired.
But I...
Joan is supposed to be hosting the bi-monthly meet and greet party at her house for the company, so she makes Conrad and Sally promise not to step foot in the living room or else. Oh, and another thing to note is that Alec Baldwin is in this movie. He's Joan's boyfriend. His career really took a hit if you couldn't tell. He's trying to get Conrad shipped off to boarding school throughout the entire movie so he can have Joan to himself.
Have you given some thought about the Wilhelm Academy?
You mean the Colonel Wilhelm Military Academy for Troubled Youth?
That's the one, Joe.
It's at this point Joan gets a call from Mr. Humberflube, asking her to come back to the office. And this is when we meet the legendary, the outstanding Mrs. Kwan.
Hi, Mrs. Kwan. Hi.
The whole point of her for this whole movie is to be a dumb babysitter, with her quite literally being asleep for the vast majority of it. But we do have pretty great moments such as this with her.
Taiwanese parliament.
You tell them, Guai Jiang. No more big government.
It's at this point that the kids hear a noise upstairs, and when they go to check it out, it's just Conrad trying to scare Sally. But when they turn around, they meet the main attraction of this film.
You should have seen the look on your face. It was like you saw a monster.
A monster? Where? That could have gone better.
This whole scene ensues of the kids trying to run away from the cat, and him not realizing that they're running away from him. I think out of everything in this movie that makes it great, it's the fact that Mike Myers is cast as the cat. I don't think this movie would be nearly as good if it was someone else in this role. Myers' ability to be funny and serious at the same time makes him the perfect actor for this role. Once the runaway ends, the cat introduces himself, which gives us yet another iconic line.
Who are you?
Who? Me? Why, I'm the Cat in the Hat. There's no doubt about that. I'm a super fundiferous feline who's here to make sure that you're... me-line, key-line, turpentine. I got nothing.
The cat shows off his incredible surfing skills by going down the stairs, crushes on Joan, and then gives us yet another iconic line just minutes from the other one.
Let me get this straight. You pay this woman to sit on babies? That's disgusting.
I do it for nothing.
He measures the kids with a funometer to test how fun they are, with Sally getting control freak and Conrad getting rule breaker. And then we have this wonderful scene of the cat doing a song about having fun, which I won't play all of because it's pretty long, but here's a taster of it.
You can juggle work and play, but you have to know the way. You can keep or float a wish like the way I do this fish. You can be a happy fella. Someone throw me that umbrella and that rake, that tape. That's what you're making, so have fun, fun, fun.
The fish comes to life, trying to get the kids to stop breaking the rules and make the cat leave, which doesn't really work out and gives us yet another iconic line.
Come on, kids, you're gonna listen to him? He drinks where he pees.
The cat makes the kids sign a contract, which actually comes back later in the movie, and the cat fights with an elephant while fixing the couch to make it better to jump on.
Down, Chippa! Down, Chippa! Get out of here! Free me, would you?
They ruin the couch, and then Alec Baldwin comes in to basically loot the place for food. The cat scares him off because Alec Baldwin is coincidentally allergic to cats in this film, and then the most amazing scene in the history of cinema happens. The one, the only, the cupcake scene.
Hi, welcome to Astounding Products.
Now, to those who have been around the channel for a while now, you'll know that me and Carl remade this scene a while ago. The video is private now, so don't you go looking for it, you pesky kids. This scene alone gives us 3 notable iconic moments.
Here to tell us about his astounding product for making cupcakes, all the way from Cheshire, England, please welcome me! Hello! Now, hello, I'm so excited! This amazing device can instantly make cupcakes out of anything that you have in the kitchen. Wait a minute, did you say anything? Anything! Anything? Yes, anything! Anything? Anything! Anything? I'll get you. And I'll look like a bloody accident. Delicious cupcakes are just minutes away. Did you just say minutes away? That's impossible! You're not just wrong, you're stupid. Now wait just a minute. And you're ugly, just like your mum. Did you just call my mother ugly? Shut up! I mean it. I will end you.
It's moments like these that make this movie such a classic. They're simple, but they're funny. And I think the fact that Myers played all 3 of the cats in the scene just makes it even better. Also, just a side note I wanted to throw in here, I looked up the ratings for this movie on Google in preparation for this video. It only has a 9% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 3.9 on IMDb. Now this is an injustice even greater than Carl deleting his channel. I'm still crying about that, Carl. So back to the movie. The cupcakes go wrong, and to help clean it up, the cat brings in the things.
Thing 1, Conrad Sally, thing 1. Thing 2, Conrad Sally, thing 2. Thing 1, thing 2, thing 2, thing 1, Conrad Sally, Conrad, I am the cat.
At this point, the things end up fucking the whole house up. Conrad is told not to open this box by the cat, that'll come back later, and Nevins runs away with the lock attached to his collar. They end up putting Mrs. Kwan on the box to hold it down while they go and try find Nevins, who ends up getting picked up by Alec Baldwin. Yes, I'm aware that he has a character name, but I'm really not arsed to say Lawrence all the time. He calls Joan to say that the kids lost a dog and that he's going to bring Nevins up to her. After this, we probably have one of the most blatant innuendos in a kids movie ever while they're looking for Nevins.
Dirty hoe. I'm sorry, baby. I love you.
Come on, cat.
They all end up at Sally's ex-friend's house, and while trying to hide from the party, the cat decides to pretend to be a piñata, and this absolute masterpiece ensues. They run away, and while they're out looking for Nevins, Mrs. Kwan rolls off the box and messes everything up. God damn it, Mrs. Kwan, we thought you were better than this. They get in the cat's car, which is very creatively named.
Here she is, the super luxurious omnidirectional whatchamajigger, or SLOW for short.
SLOW?
Yeah, slow. It's better than the last name we had. Super hydraulic instantaneous transporter.
Oh, you mean...
Go! Quick to the slow!
At this point, the movie turns into Grand Theft Auto, with the cat letting the kids drive and getting 5 stars in the process, before crashing and probably game ending all the people in the street. Plans for the cat to distract Alec Baldwin with his abnormally large pen. No, that is not a sex joke, you dirty people. While dressed like a hippie and putting on the voice of a hippie. They nab the dog and then go through this little phone booth looking thing, which leads to an underground disco for some reason. The only real purpose this scene serves is for the cat to lose his hat in the mosh pit, which messes stuff up when they're trying to get rid of Alec Baldwin. Since they can't use the cat's hat to get out of the way, Conrad has a big brain moment, using something the cat said earlier.
Oh, I don't know if this helps, but the things always do the opposite of what you say.
Using this, they get a car to drive home and fix the house, and they make the things distract Joan, who's on her way home with Alec Baldwin because he told her that the kids were hanging out with a cat. Once the kids get home, big man Alec catches them out after stealing the thing's motorbike, and he brings them back into the house, thinking he's won. But the house looks normal when they go in. Huh, maybe this movie has just been goofing us the whole time and nothing bad will actually happen. Oh, never mind, it was just a ploy. They step into the mayhem that Conrad has unleashed, and before we get to them saving the day, they must ride the Quan.
Please keep your hands and feet in the Quan at all times. Enjoy the ride.
They get to the box, and in trying to lock the box and fix everything, Conrad has to let Sally go, which is such a sad gamer moment. Can I get a bruh, please?
Bruh.
Can I get a bruh?
Bruh.
Conrad locks the box in time to save Sally, and all looks great. Wow, maybe they actually were messing with us this whole time and nothing bad happened. Oh, okay then. The cat tries to make the mood a little lighter by playing some tennis, but by this point the kids have had enough and they boot him from the house, waiting for their mother to inevitably come home and game end them. But then, something incredible happens. The cat saves the day by cleaning, rebuilding, and renovating the entire house in the space of about 10 minutes. The cat bounces before Joan gets home, and Alec Baldwin tries proposing to her? I mean, sure, why not? She says no, he goes home, and Joan throws her party, which turned out well, and the movie ends there. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Something a little bit different, but I was hoping to do a movie review for a while, and I thought this would be a good thing to do it on. If you want to keep up to date, make sure you subscribe with post notifications, as I post every Monday. Check out my Insta and Discord in the description, it would mean a lot, and I will see you all later. Peace.